I can ask Ben to bring one. I don't think I'm going to wear a coat, realistically. I know, yeah, like you'll go from the church. You'll go from the car to the church.
As soon as you get there, as soon as you get there, big jacket. You're going to be a little spring doing
Yours is less that metal clip should have up here.
Yeah.
Is that right? You got one there? Oh,
Remember when you did it in college, then have that here?
Yeah, I'm falling, can you catch me? Dreaming all day, dreaming all night. It's the rest of my life. These stages like I'm ready.
Mother of bride, first time, soon to be mother-in-law.
Yes.
What's that like?
Super excited and so happy for Jenny and Chris. They make an absolutely fabulous couple and I'm so blessed to be having Chris as the son-in-law.
First sister getting married, what's it like?
My shoes didn't turn up, so I had to go in town at 8 AM this morning to get some.
Nervous, excited.
It's happening. I can't stop.
Just yet, but now it's dawning on me that it is actually happening.
It's happening. And I can't stop it.
This is it. It's happening.
And I can't stop it. Oh, it's happening. And I can't stop it. Whoa, 'cause I can't help.
I know, I was going to say, I was just trying to walk past it and like forget that I was here again.
Gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Gee, I really love you and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel of love. Spring is here, the sky is blue. Whoa, birds are singing.
So here we are, Jenny. This is it, the final moment when you will be no longer.
I practice
not remember this moment, it'll be gone in a flash. So put it into your real memories, not your camera's memories. So as we stand before God, let me lead us in a short prayer. God of love, we thank you for the gift of marriage and for the joys that it brings.
Would the congregation please be seated? We've come together in the presence of God to witness the marriage of Chris and Jenny, to ask his blessing on them and to share in their joy. Our Lord Jesus Christ, that they may fulfill his purpose for the whole of their earthly life together. But first I'm required to ask anyone present who knows a reason why Chris and Jenny may not lawfully marry to declare it now. Good. The vows that you are about to take are to be made in the presence of God. Chris, will you take Jenny to be your wife? Will you love her, comfort her, honour and protect her, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Jenny, will you take Chris to be your husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honour and protect him, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I will.
And will you, the family and friends of Chris and Jenny, support and uphold them in their marriage now and in the years to come?
We will.
Great. Who gives this woman to be married to this man?
I do. I, Christopher John Tucker,
Take you, Jennifer Frances Patterson,
take you, Jennifer Frances Patterson,
to be my wife.
to be my wife.
I, Jennifer Frances Patterson,
Take you, Christopher John Tucker,
take you, Christopher John Tucker,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold.
from this day forward,
Nothing new is sweeter than with you.
repeat after me. Jenny, I give you this ring
Jenny, I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
With my body, I honour you.
With my body, I honour you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I am,
And all that I have, I share with you. Chris, I give you this ring
Chris, I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
With my body, I honour you.
With my body, I honour you.
All that I am, I give to you. In the presence of God and before this congregation, Chris and Jenny have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. They have declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by the giving and receiving of rings. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife.
It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things.
I also know that love is a pretty quiet thing. It sat on the sofa together drinking wine, deciding between beer rebellion and Temple Sellers. Love is a quiet, reassuring, relaxing, pottering, pedantic, harmonious hum of a thing. Something that you can quite easily forget is there, even though its calm is outstretched beneath you in case you fall.
Many waters cannot quench love, rivers cannot sweep it away. If one were to give all of the wealth of one's house for love, it would be utterly sweet.
It gives two questioning natures a reason for living and something to live for. It'll give a new gladness to the sunshine and the fragrance.
Now make sure you don't get that ink anywhere near your dress,
You know you smile, woman. You treat me so darn fine.
It was a great moment walking through, and it was just celebratory. I felt joyous. So, that's it. Good to go.
Love gets sweeter every day. Your love gets sweeter every day. Your love gets sweeter every day. Your love gets sweeter every day.
Let's get out of this town, drive out of the city, away from the crowds. I thought heaven can't help me now, nothing lasts forever. But this is gonna take me down. He's so tall and handsome as hell. He's so bad, but he does it so well. I can see the end as it begins. My only condition is, say you'll remember me. Standing in a nice dress, staring at the sunset, babe. Red lips and rosy cheeks. Say you'll see me again.
Excellent, thank you very much.
How did it feel like at Chris's wedding?
Chris and Jenny. Getting married, Mr. and Mrs. Tucker. My new son-in-law. Secondly, let me introduce to you my gorgeous mother of the bride. And father of the groom, Dave Tucker. And the bridesmaids. My oldest daughter, Phoebe. My youngest daughter, Lucy. Shell. To an old friend of mine, Neil Connery, who's a reporter at ITV, and he was my reporter back in the mid-90s. when I worked at West Country TV. And he remembers Jenny as a young 5-year-old, and he used to come to our house. And he says, "Oh, Mark," and I was telling him Jenny was getting married. And he says, "Oh, Mark," he says, "when you do your speech," he says, "make sure you do some jokes, get them all laughing." And I said, "Neil," I said, "I don't do jokes. I'm like a straight guy, I'm a bit emotional, you know, and I'm not a gags man." And I said, "Look, besides, my speech is not going to be very long." It all started back in February 1992. No, I'm just kidding. This extract is from Jenny's letter to Sandra, having been grounded. This is the actual letter, folks. "I have written this because if I say it to you, then I will get annoyed, upset, angry, and it will probably lead to a humongous argument. I think it is extremely out of order and unfair that I am being grounded for this. Because I had some chocolate in my hand that I did not think would matter if I ate it. B, Lucy was the one arguing with you. And by lashing out and trying to fight me. C, I distinctly remember Lucy and Phoebe having a big fight over some cotton wool buds. And them both shouting at you. They were not grounded at all. And D, I have not shown you disrespect, being rude or aggressive to you. And finally, E, I cleaned up the chocolate without being asked, even though Lucy should have. From Wellington to Taunton in Somerset, through Queen's College, Wellesley Park School, Westmonton Primary School, Heathfield Community School and Richard Jewish College, the butterfly finally began to settle when Chris came along. I first met Christopher back in 2010 when he was serving in the Vivery Arms pub in Taunton. Even then, back in the day, Chris was talking about Arsenal. Anyway, fast forward, folks, to Thailand, Portsmouth Uni, Bermondsey, Canada, Bermondsey, Peckham, to April 2022. Chris took me by surprise and said, "Can I have your permission to marry Jenny?" And I thought, get in! And Chris, we couldn't be more thrilled. So here we are. Today I'm the proudest dad. We are the proudest parents.
Father of the bride.
Today we say goodbye to Jennifer Frances Patterson, our very own Snow White. You found your prince. Jenny's heart only flutters for you now. And Sandra, Phoebe, Lucy and myself, we couldn't be happier. Christopher, welcome to our family. We are so delighted that she's married to you. Dave, Tucker, welcome to our family. And Jennifer Francis Tucker. The thumb-sucking, netball shooting, violin screeching, gym jumping face of Queen's College. There is no blueprint for being a parent. You just hope that you've done a decent job and given them lots of love and support along the way. Jenny, I like to think we passed on to you loving, caring, strong-minded, honest, loyal, adventurous, ambitious, confident qualities and DIY skills. And this is what you're getting, Chris. May your next chapter be as brilliant as your first. Please raise your glasses to Mr. and Mrs. Tucker.
My wife and I would like to thank you all so much for being here. I think it's appropriate that my first toast goes to our guests, so no matter what distance you've come today, to each and every one of you, thank you. It would have been bloody awful if you hadn't come. So, to the guests. Of course, there are those who couldn't make it to be here with us today. You will have heard stories about them from us, and people were very fond of and sorely missed, which is obviously my own mother Nick, who passed away quite some years ago now, but I don't think in all that time it's really got any easier for the family. She was an amazing mum, wife, sister, and daughter, and a wonderful woman who's missed every day. It's particularly on days like today you realise just how big a hole she's left behind and how sad it is that she couldn't be here celebrating with us. And as I say, I really can't give these people the time they deserve today because they are missed so much, but I do ask that you join me in celebrating them with a toast to all those who are no longer with us. I think a special thanks is on to Mark for delivering a great speech. Thank you to Sandra, who...
Mother of the bride!
We do have a token of our gratitude. Ella, please do pass on your thanks to Susie. For anyone who doesn't know, Ella's mum responsible for procuring and arranging all the lovely flowers we're enjoying today. So I think we should give her a quick shout out. We'd like to extend our gratitude to my own father and that too. That's Dave, or Dave-O, as he is the general of the Ollie, Matt and Charlie, my brothers, where do I begin? 4 boys, the dream going out playing football in the garden for hours on end. Matt even volunteering to go in goal. The 3 of them, along with my very old friend Sol, make up the groomsmen today, and I just want to thank the 4 of you for doing a great job. And now for the bridesmaids. I'm not a very good liar, so I'm relieved to say, don't they all look fantastic? So thank you to the four of you for welcoming me into Jen's life from the very beginning. Lucy and Phoebe, thank you for accepting me as one of the family. And I don't know what it feels like to have sisters, but to me this must be pretty close. The four of you have done a great job today, and I know Jen really appreciates it. But not only today, thank you for organising what was, by all accounts, one hell of a hen do. Now, naturally, I can't mention the hen do without mentioning the stag do. And of course, the best man, Jake. I won't go into the details of the friendship, because I'm sure he will do that, but what I will say is that we've been friends as long as I can remember, and from my side, he's genuinely an all-round great guy with a brilliant sense of humour. I think the quote that I remember most from the weekend in Krakow was the moment he turned to me and said, "Don't worry, you'll enjoy this in hindsight." So, sincerely, thank you for being a great breast man and the best friend I could ask for. So now I come to my wife. Now, before we got engaged, JP said she wouldn't be into organising a wedding, and that I would have to do it all. You would not believe how a simple ring on the finger could create such a transformation. We were looking at venues in a couple of weeks. Her Instagram was full of wedding dresses and decoration ideas. It was a quite unbelievable turnaround. But I'm so glad, because what she's pulled together here today is magical. I saw a girl one day when I was cycling through town, and I thought, wow, she is gorgeous. So I couldn't believe it a few weeks later when she walked into my politics class and just sat a few seats away from me. Now, she was a bit too cool for me and definitely way out of my league, but I took it as a sign that I knew somehow I had to be with that girl. Focusing on the 5 years that we've been together, I can honestly say that these have been the best 5 years of my life. England have got to the final of the Euros. They are some men. I think I need to stop with the jokes now, because I truly mean it when I say that I'm happy every day waking up that I know I'm going to spend it with JP. In my opinion, there is nobody more thoughtful, more caring, and with a more beautiful smile than Jen. Anyone who spends any time with her knows just how fun she is. We all know she'll be leading everyone on the dance floor later, and it's this contagious lust for life that I love so much. But it's not just the nights out, the holidays or the concerts, it's the quiet days, sat on the sofa talking about the universe, what we would do if there's a zombie apocalypse, or what would happen if there's a murder on the loose in Peckham. Jenny to me feels like home, and I think now I should thank her family for this, because without them I'm sure she wouldn't have turned out to be the way she is. The wider family, of course, but especially Mark and Sandra. Her siblings play a part in that too. The love and warmth that you show to each other is just amazing to see as an outsider, and I'm so grateful that you extended that to me so willingly. So I say thank you, Parsons, and congratulations on nurturing such a great family. To me, Jenny really is the most beautiful woman in the world, on the inside and out, and she truly has made me the happiest man in the world by becoming Mrs. Tucker. I'm so incredibly proud to call you my wife, and I cannot wait to live the rest of my life with you. Now, before I ask you all to toast the bride, I need to ask you all a favour on her behalf, and that is, despite her now being called Jennifer Tucker, you all continue to use the nickname JP from time to time, because she is sad to see it go. So, can you please join me in a glass, raising it to JP?
So, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Jake, and I'm Chris's best man. I'm not his driver, or his butler, or even his conscience, as some people have pointed out I look like Jiminy Cricket. Not quite sure where they've got that from. I'm lucky to have known Chris for such a long time, but I also feel really unlucky that we only really became best friends after Chris's mum had passed away. And I never knew her like so many of you did. And you know, she sounds like an amazing woman. I know she was from your speech and from the other things people have said today. So the biggest tribute I can pay her is to point to you, Chris, and to all of her 4 boys, and just to say, look how amazingly well that they've all turned out. So one of my fondest memories is playing football in Chris's back garden when we were kids. And if you've not seen Chris's family house, it's absolutely stunning, and basically his garden felt like a full-size football pitch to us at that age. He also had like an absolutely massive goal net. And Jen, you know what they say about guys with big goal nets? That's right, tiny penises. So yeah, as you said, we went to Krakow, and there are a few times I thought we'd actually broken Chris and that Jen, you were going to have nobody to marry here today. He was floundering around on the floor in nothing but a pair of white boxers. Now this is where Tom comes in. One of his party tricks was, on seeing Chris's trousers abandoned on the bus, was to just throw them out the moving window. Chris is fully checked out at this point. It's fair to say that he was in a bit of a shutdown survival mode with all the hangover and everything else going on around him. And I know because I was sat next to him, and the entire time he was gripping hold of my thigh for dear life. But yeah, the best bit is that, you know, a brand new chapter has started here today with Chris and Jen getting married, and today will definitely count as another one of those core memories. I said earlier that I've known Chris for a long time, and for most of that time he's talked about Jen. They worked together in the same pub as teenagers, and as Chris said, they were even in the same politics class at college. For Chris, and I don't think he'll mind me saying this, it was pretty much love at first sight. For Jen, it definitely wasn't. This was mainly because Chris looked like an 11-year-old boy until he was about 23. Now Canada was where they lived together for the first time, and this is supposed to be a bit of a honeymoon period. And Chris assures me it was very romantic. But no, fittingly, you know, it was the Christmas before that Jen flew up to Canada that you guys, you know, really realised that you were supposed to be together properly. And now here we are in December at your wedding, and I really love the fact that this will always be an extra special time of year for both of you. Anyway, I'm going to wrap things up here. I can't wait any longer to see Jen's next outfit. So, if you've got anything left in your glasses, I just want to finish off by raising a glass to the happy couple to begin with. But I also wanted to pay a bit of a tribute to Tom for throwing Chris's trousers out the window. So, instead of saying cheers, I'm going to steal one of his catchphrases. He might even say it with me. Now, this won't sound as good without the Geordie accent, but shall we sing it? Back on accent.
There are no words
was just two lovers sitting in the car, listening to Blonde, falling for each other. Pink and orange skies, feeling super childish, no Donald Glover. Missed call from my mother, like where you at tonight, got no alibi. I was all alone with the love of my life. She's got glitter for skin, my radiant beam in the night. I don't need no light to see you shine. It's your golden.
My discotheque, Juliet, teenage dream. I felt it in my chest as she looked at me. I knew we were bound to be together, bound to be together. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said, you're holding back. She said, shut up.
I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall and the major lift. The baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah,
the time in the world, time enough for life to unfold all the precious things love has in store. We have all the love in the world. If that's all we have, you will find we need nothing more. Every step of the way will find us with the cares of the world far behind.
Congratulations to the couple.
we have all
So here we are, Jenny. This is it, the final moment.
just for now. Nothing more, nothing less.
Chris, will you take Jenny to be your wife? All others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live. Jenny, will you take Chris to be your husband? Be faithful to him as long as you both shall live.
Jenny, I give you this ring
As a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
Chris, I give you this ring
As a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
Good one. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife.
Every step of the way we'll find that with the cares of the world far behind us. Yes, you have all the time in the world just for love, nothing more,
To just throw them out the window.
only love. Only love.
Where be a blackbird too? I know where he be. He be up yon wurzel tree, and I be after he. Now I sees he, and he sees I. Buggered if I don't gettin'. With a great big stick I'll knock him down. Blackbird, I'll have me. How's the father? All right. All me life I'm on the farm.